want to say, because I'm pretty sure she has heard Boosie say a bunch of stuff about gay shit growing up.
Oh, she said that. She said he's disrespecting her, calling her gay bees, other derogatory words.
I'm talking about
like
even before just calling her just out her name or her coming out. Like I'm pretty sure she since a youngin' then heard
the F word probably.
All that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That,
yeah. And the reason I say that is because like growing up, I heard a lot of stuff about gay people too growing up. And neither one of me and my brothers are gay. Just like, growing up or being around, like I said, masculine men and men that don't agree with that lifestyle, you're going to hear a lot of derogatory terms towards that community. And I ain't saying it's right or wrong. It's just part of the lifestyle. And like I said, I would say she probably heard 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years old. Don't be gay, gay shit this, so you know what I'm saying? So for her to just be like, oh, my father gonna accept this is crazy. This is like if you heard your parents say something about crackheads, like you riding on the street, your dad to say, look at that damn geek monster over there. And then you come home as a crackhead, you'll be crazy for you to be like, well, daddy, you should accept me because I'm your child. Nigga, you heard me talking about these geek monsters.
But I think sometimes we really over exaggerate certain things parents don't allow in the household, right? Like I grew up with traditional parents. And in my household, I cannot spend the night in my parents' house with a boyfriend. Like I can only spend the night with my husband. If we not married, that's not a place we can dwell in the same bed. I mean, why can I get up in arms about that? Like I understand her plight. I think that I feel like it was wrong for him to have, number one, the discussion online without talking to his daughter, the derogatory comments that he's made to her in private and publicly. I don't think that his positioning on what he allows in his household is wrong. I think it's the after effect of it. That's what I really think is wrong.
So let's watch the video and then we'll go from there.
So when your daughter came out and told you she was gay,
it was nothing. I mean, she still can't bring her situation to our house. My daughter is grown.
Well, why? She's wrong.
Because I don't want it to contaminate her others. It's a generation we raising. I don't want her to get contaminated to her other 6, 7 sisters who look up to her. I want them to bring me grandchildren the right way.
Yeah, Boosie crazy.
If I want grandchildren the right way, that's what I'm going to stand on. If I don't want my other little girl to look at that and say, what's that, daddy?
Contaminated.
To somebody she looks up to, it's not going to come around. My grandpa didn't let it. My daddy didn't let it. And I didn't let it.
Oh, because you just took your daughter's car. You took her car. She said you took her car because she painted in pink. Well, you brought her car.
No.
She turned it black and you took her car.
No, I took her car because her mom.
So that's about the other daughter. He's want to take in the car.
First of all, I think it's crazy. He don't know how many kids he got. But okay.
but hold on.
6 daughters.
So he said he don't want them to contaminate
That's so wild.
the other
so
kids.
wild.
Like contaminate might have been a miss.
I think so.
And I would say he probably meant to say influence.
Yes.
But does it influence though?
That's the same thing.
It can.
It do influence.
Contaminate and influence, I feel like they may be synonymous in some people's eyes, but they have a different impact when you say it.
Because contaminate is typically a bad term.
Yes.
Influence could be influence for good or bad.
Yes.
So, like I said, the term he should have been looking for would be influence, but like he said, contaminate and
or expose.
Well, no, he might have said it like he wanted to say
it. The context.
Because contaminate, he feel like it's bad what she doing. So yeah, he probably meant to say contaminate.
Yeah, you're right.
So like I said, if he think it's bad, and typically when stuff getting contaminated, it's not a good thing. So
I mean, I still don't think that's influence happens naturally. We're human, but come on now. How many families do you have that maybe have one child that's gay and one not gay? Does that mean that they were influenced by that or contaminated by that?
No, but I do think what you let in your household, it can further influence or contaminate a message that you may not necessarily want.
Also, too, I don't agree with the fact that you're not going to let them ask questions.
What you mean?
Did he say something about asking questions?
Oh, he was saying that they're going to be asking questions like, what's that?
So if they do ask questions, then what?
then I feel like as a parent, and I grew up conservatively, which I feel like in some facets, he is a conservative thinker about some things, right? So he wants to be able to control what his kids have access to per his discretion, not outside influences coming into his home. He can't control the school, the TikTok, social media, the school bus, the football games. He can't control that, but he can control what's going on in his home and the conversations had.
But I would rather have a conversation with my parents than outside.
Well, that's what he's saying. I would rather talk to my kids.
He said, no, we're not having a conversation.
He said he don't want his kids saying, hey, Daddy, what's that? Like, right there.
But they're going to see that regardless.
Yeah.
Right. I don't disagree that they're going to see that. But like I said, what you allow in your home is going to take a bigger impact than what you see outside of the home. And I think that's really what he was trying to convey.
Because your household, when things come through that threshold, that means you condone it pretty much. And if I say you can't bring your girlfriend in here, I really ain't got to. If I tell my daughter you can't bring your girlfriend in here and the kids know you can't bring your girlfriend in through this household that everybody's staying comfortable with, then they already convey a message of what I think about it. I ain't really got to have too much of a conversation about it. If I tell you can't come, if I tell you can't bring no boys through here, you can't bring your girlfriends through here, you can't do all X, Y, and Z after you pass this threshold, then that's letting people know that's in this house what I accept and would not accept without even having to go into deep conversation and thought about what's going on. The fact that people really don't think a man should be able to control his own house is wild. That's what Jazz said. Do y'all think men should be able to control their house? What go on in there?
I do.
Yeah. I mean,
if it's his house,
yeah.
That's how I feel. Like I said, I think these conversations, especially black people, and I can say being at ASU this weekend, it is crazy the amount of stuff that goes on in our community. And I tell people this, when I was down there, the population or the demographic was 70% women, 30% men. It was crazy. It's crazy, like the amount of women compared to men down there, one, and the amount of gay shit you see down there. And the reason that I say that is just in comparison when I go to other places. And me and Chris had the conversation. We had went to Alabama gang, and I said, why when you look around at the white families and stuff, you see a family unit? When I go to ASU, ain't no family unit, and there's a whole bunch of
black.
What are you trying to say?
What you trying to say? See
like,
that?
No, let's be real. Let's be honest.